Hello everyone, you all guys are listening me on Academy online platform. This is a biology series for all of the examinations and this is my lesson number 11. Here in this lesson, I'll discuss with you about the plant physiology part and some of the portions are still remain. Even if you people are following from my last 10 lessons of biology series, so you can understand very well. So my name is Dr. Ravi Agrahari and I'm available on an academy for the English medium classes. I'm a director of Purvanchal IAS, where I'm providing the face-to-face classes at Gorakhpur with all Delhi-based faculties. Last 20 years, I'm taking classes for civil service examination. Two of my books are published. The one is on science and taking, second is on environment, and both books are published on the McGrath and highly recommended to all of you. So don't miss to read this book. My Telegram channel you can see on the screen t.me/Ravi UPSC and Rosker and Academy. Here you can find out my all the entire PDF and video links. My Unacademy profile is on academy.com/Ravi P Agrahari 2010. Here you can find out my all the plus classes and many special classes available. My code is Ravi UPSC. During joining any course, if you use it, you will get extra 10% fees discount. Why Unacademy is the best choice to all of you. Widest choice of educators, flexibility to change courses, unlimited views of lectures, live mentorship. 178 plus toppers got solid in 2021 under the guidance of Unacademy. India's best educator for UPSC CSE you will get at one platform on Unacademy. Those are taking your classes. So Unacademy subscriptions, if you want to buy, you use the UPSC code and get 10% discount in plus iconic subscription, combo subscription, and even in the case of your optional courses. So these all benefit you can take with the UPSC code 10% discount. So it's another part of plant physiology. Plant physiology is very lengthy part, and here I brought many of the topics for your discussions. So the name of topic you can see on the screen like photosynthesis, respiration, fermentation, beverages, distillation. So these all topics will be the plant physiology part here, guys. Actually, before going to start this all the topics, I'll tell you about the metabolism. Metabolism is all the metabolic activity of a living beings. Here in that case, like in the case of animal system, you will see digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system is a metabolism. Similarly, in the case of plant, you can see catabolism, anabolism type of activities. Catabolism, actually it is a destructive process. Metabolism of two types generally I'm telling you. The one is a catabolism and second is a anabolism. Catabolism is a destructive process and anabolism is a fermentive process. Destructive process, respiration, is where the food is going to dissociate. Okay, where the food is going to dissociate. Okay, the respiration is what? It is a process where the food is going to dissociate in the presence of oxygen for energy generation. And anabolism is a formative process. Here the photosynthesis, what happened guys? Food synthesized in the presence of sunlight. Photosynthesis I brought here guys. 5 factors are responsible for photosynthesis, and photosynthesis is a anabolism process. Here the food is going to synthesize in the presence of sunlight. So plant intake CO2 from the atmosphere. From the soil they are taking the water molecules. In the presence of carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll and temperature. These are the 5 factors. Plant do photosynthesis, synthesize the glucose, remove the O2 and left 6 molecules of water molecules. Plants synthesize the food in the form of glucose, but plants store the food in the form of starch. Everybody remember. Plant stores the food in the form of starch. Here I just want to tell you about the PAR guys. PAR is a very important in the presence of sunlight. PAR is what? Photosynthetically active radiations. So PAR is a photosynthetically active radiation. What is the photosynthetically active radiations? Those wavelength of solar radiations are coming towards the earth, in which radiation photosynthesis mechanism perform. So in which radiation of the light photosynthesis mechanism perform? Okay, this is what? This is the photosynthetically active radiations. Even the photosynthetically active radiation, the wavelength of light is 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. Okay, 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer is a visible light. Even this visible light, when you pass from the prism, you will get the 7 colors. Okay, the 400 to 700, the Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red guys. Maximum photosynthesis perform in the red light. Always remember in this red light, and maximum light those absorb into the plant body is called, this is the blue light. So these are all for the objective questions. Overall, the different types of pigment system present into the plant body for photosynthesis. And 3 lists, the main lists are given here: carotenoids, chlorophyll and phycobilins. Carotenoids, they have 2 types, carotene and xanthophyll. Carotene further of many types: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, many of them. And the another one is xanthophyll. Chlorophyll again of many types as A, B, C, D and E. Phycobilin of 2 types, the one is phycocyanin and second is a phycoerythrin. Phycocyanin further of 2 types, C and R, and phycoerythrin further of 2 types, C and R. Okay, and I'll see one thing more guys. In these all pigment system, there are many of the pigments are written there. Which of the pigments are very common? So which of the pigment system are very common? Very common means in most of the plant you will see these type of pigment systems for the photosynthesis. Then the answer is what? Chlorophyll, A and beta carotene. Beta carotene based question also UPSC make once a time. Beta carotene is a source of vitamin A. That is the reason the golden rice as a genetically modified plant produced there, guys. Whenever you take the golden rice as a genetically modified plant, ultimately you are consuming the beta carotene. And see, one thing more I will tell you guys, chlorophyll formulas. I just want to give you some of the chlorophyll A formula: C55, S72, O5 and 4 mg. O5 and 4 mg. So what about the even the elements you can find in the case of chlorophyll? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and magnesium. Everybody remember guys. And magnesium is a central element in chlorophyll structure. If overall you see into the chemical composition of chlorophyll, the chlorophyll have a 4-pyro ring structure, and that is the reason chlorophyll also called as a tetrapyro ring. Chlorophyll also called as a tetrapyro ring structure. Now come the nature of plants. Worldwide, if you see overall the plants, guys, 3 nature of the plants are available. The one is C3 plant, the second is C4 plant, and third is the CAM plants. Okay, the C3 plant, C4 plant and the CAM plant. C3 plant have a Calvin cycle for the photosynthesis, food synthesis. C4 plant does have a Hatch and Sack cycle for the food synthesis, and CAM plants are the succulent plants which are growing in dry areas like Opuntia or cactus. Like Opuntia or cactus. Apart of guys, you people can see like another plant like Nerium. Okay, these are few of them. But one thing I will tell you guys, maximum plant worldwide they are the C3 plant and some of them C4, and maximum plants are C3 then C4 and CAM plants are in the limit guys. What are the C3 plant and C4 plant and the CAM plant? See guys, C3 plants actually they have, why these are called a C3 plant? Reason, they have a RUBP carboxylase enzyme. This is 3 carbon compounds. And this is the reason because with the help of this enzyme, plants synthesize the food material, and that is the reason it is called C3 plant. And C4 plants are those guys which have a PP carboxylase enzyme, and PP carboxylase enzyme is a 4 carbon compound. So with the help of 3 carbon compound, plant do photosynthesis. This is called C3. With the help of 4 carbon compound, PP carboxylase, plant do photosynthesis. This is called C4 plants. C3 plant where you can see evergreens, trees, deciduous trees, like lot of the crop plant like rice, barley, soya bean. They have a RUBP carboxylase for the photosynthesis and food synthesis. In the case of C4 plant guys, they have sugarcane, maize, sorghum, switch grasses. They have a PP carboxylase enzyme as a 4 carbon compound for food synthesis. And CAM plant is somehow is a C4 plant, but the conditions in the day and night is totally opposite in the case of CAM plant. And the example is a Opuntia Nerium. You remember guys. Another one is the respirations. Another one is the respiration process. What is the respiration process? Okay, here there are 2 types. Respiration, as you people already know, it is a catabolic process. There are 2 types of respirations, and respiration process actually involve for the energy generation. The one is aerobic respiration and second is the anaerobic respiration. In the case of aerobic respiration, food dissociate in the presence of oxygen for energy generation. Okay, here glucose is the food, dissociate in the presence of oxygen and then have a formation of energy. In the case of aerobic respiration, where oxygen is used for the energy generation, here the amount of energy level is high. In the anaerobic condition, in the absence of oxygen, glucose also break and have a formation of energy, but the amount of energy generation is less. You people will see in eukaryotic cell have a presence of aerobic respiration. Reason for aerobic respiration, one of the cell organelles is required, that is called mitochondria. In the case of anaerobic respiration, mitochondria is not required, and in the prokaryotic cell mitochondria is not there, and that is the reason in prokaryotic cell is performing anaerobic and eukaryotic cell they are performing aerobic respirations. If you people go in the anaerobic respiration is important for your examinations. In the absence of oxygen, anaerobic respiration is not possible. Example, prokaryotes. One is smart example I want to tell you. In the case of flood prone areas, actually suppose this is a plant root, and this is a soil particle. Oxygens are directly going into the soil and the root intake this. The root involve in aerobic respiration, but sometimes what happened in the ground areas have some flood areas and all. In that cases oxygen abilities are not there. The root involve in anaerobic respiration and try to save their own life. In the flood prone areas, plant root involve in anaerobic respiration for certain duration of time and try to save their own life. Even in the case of fatigue, inside your tissues, inside your muscles have also anaerobic respiration, and because of anaerobic respiration, lactic acid accumulation is there. Suppose I'm going in a gym and I'm doing this lot of muscle make exercises, some dumbbells and all. Here I just try to increase my strength of this, but guys, what happened? Suddenly inside my body oxygen intake capacity will not increase. Reason, I am not habitual for gym, first time I'm there. So that is the reason here I have some accumulations of the acids. Reason, in this portion of my body parts anaerobic respiration happened due to lack of oxygen, and this lactic acid have a pain for certain duration of time. It will take time, but this problem will solve it, guys. If you go into the difference of anaerobic and fermentation process, still it is very close like to the anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic process and fermentation differences you see, guys. Anaerobic respiration, you whatever you have seen here, guys, you just see. In the case of anaerobic respiration, have a acid formation, you remember. And here I am coming into the fermentation process. Anaerobic and fermentation, if you do the differences, guys, anaerobic respiration is an in vivo process and fermentation is an in vitro process. In vivo means it is going to involve somewhere in the living organisms, and in vitro means it is going to happen in the non-living products. In vivo, in the living process, in living organism means inside the bacteria and viruses, due to absence of mitochondria, they are involved into the anaerobic respiration. In the case of anaerobic respiration, and the product is the acid, just like in the case of curd formation, lactic acid. In the case of vinegar formation, acetic acid. In this case of energy formation, even the energy formation is very low as 2 ATP. In the case of fermentation, here have alcohol formations, wheat juices type of products we are using for the alcohol formation. In this process have a heat generation. So here energy generation and here is the heat generations. Now coming to the one more process that is called distillation. Distillation is a process which is used to make us separate a pure liquid substance, from a mixtures. Actually, what is going to be happen? Through the help of distillation process, we can separate the ethanol from the water. Actually, this distillation process, what we are doing, we are just taking the evaporation or boiling of the liquid and condensing of the vapor. Just listen what is going to be happen. Suppose you take a barley plant juice. Barley plant juice have a presence of what? Barley plant juice have a presence of carbohydrate. See, carbohydrate. Do one thing, guys. In this carbohydrate, you people do fermentation. When you people do fermentation, it will become as a 2% of alcohol, suppose beer. So 2% alcohol suppose form as a beer. Now whenever you people do the distillation process, so this 2% of alcohol become as a 40 to 50%, suppose it is a whiskey. The concentration level of alcohol is going to reach because of distillation. So this is the reason through distillation process what is going to be happen. When in this 2% of alcohol, we are boiling this, we are boiling the water, because 2% alcohol to 98% water. So alcohol is going to evaporate first. When the alcohol is going to evaporate, the alcohol we are going to compress somewhere and we are storing them. The concentration level of alcohol increase. So after different evaporations, after different rate of evaporations, the product that is going to come, we are going to save them as a material, guys. This is a distillation process. Those I just try to show you. Here is a heating process we are doing, and whenever the heating process we have started, in this case is what? Ethanol solution is there, but the concentration ethanol solution is very less. When we have started heats, this evaporation and condensation. Evaporation is going to be happen to this container, and here we are putting the water, guys. Whenever we are throwing the water, the evaporated alcohol will cool down, and in the form of liquid material it will come and collect it. Here the ethanol percentage around here the ethanol percentage will be 40 to 50%. In this way the ethanol become enriched. There are different types of alcoholic beverages, you can see. Various type alcoholic beverages. It is depend on the various kind of various type of substances. The ethanol concentration can go 15%, even more than that, guys. Stronger liquors, that all available in the market because of distilleries or distillation process. Some of the common alcoholic beverages I brought here for all of you. The wines here, the source is the grapes, guys. Such fruit like peaches, plums and apricots, juices also used. The fruits, first we are doing the fermentation, and after this aging process also there. The more and more old wines is more and more effective. They usually in this case have a 40 to 50% of alcoholic compositions. Beer, it is made up by the process of fermentation of starchy material. Okay, by combining the yeast and the malted like corn, rye, wheat and seeds. And here in the case of beer, guys, the amount of alcohol percentage are less, 4 to 8%. What is a distilled spirits? Spirits, it is an also alcoholic beverages produced from the distillation ethanol. By here, in these different types of products, those are getting the different resources are there. Okay, here hard liquors is also, it is also referred as a hard liquor, rum, vodka, tequila, and whiskey. These are the distilled spirit, guys. Here the amount of alcohol percent is very, very high. It is an entire list those I brought to understand all of you. Beer standard, beer strong. Here the sources I brought serious, alcohol percentage. Wine, you know the grapes, alcohol percentage. Fortified wine, grapes, alcohol percentage. Distilled spirit, sources, alcohol percentage. Arak, toddy, Indian matter, you know the various sources and alcoholic products I brought it. I hope you people will remember always. This is all entire lesson those I made for all of you in this PDF. For that PDF, you people connect with me on Telegram group t.me/Ravi UPSC underscore Unacademy. My Unacademy profile is unacademy.com/Ravi P Agrahari 2010. Here people can listen my all the entire classes on the plus and special courses. My code is Ravi UPSC. During joining any courses, if you use it, you will get extra 10% fees discount. My courses of Science and Tech Environment is running now. Kindly join it on the plus courses. And my code is Ravi UPSC. During joining the courses, kindly use it. You will get extra 10% discount in your fee structure. Physical notes are going to be an iconic only offering soon. Here the 26th August, the last date. Before it, if you join it, you will get the notes also. The next batch of UPSC event started on the 25th August 2022 for 23 and 24 bilingual batches. Get started with a 0% EMI today. Unacademy is helping you other loan facilities. UPSC CSE GS Combat is on 28th August. Don't forget to join it, guys. Here you will get the various scholarships also. CSE is your option Unacademy is giving you. If you are going to buy a course of 2 years or more than that subscription, so Unacademy is ready to help you extra year extension of the courses with Ravi UPSC code. If you want to connect me, kindly contact on the given number 7825860259. Thank you everyone. Kindly subscribe the channel, like and share this video. Download this PDF from the Telegram group. So God bless you guys. Meet you soon in the next class with another topic of biology series. Take care of yourself. Jai Hind.